The best source of local sports information around these days is locosports.com. Justin Jarrett of Loco joins us. Justin, high school football season is underway for most everybody. I'm going to ask you about Hilton Head High in a minute, but first let's talk about the teams that have been playing as we head toward Labor Day weekend and then beyond. Buford High certainly stands out.
Yeah, Buford High has been fantastic. They're 2-0. They've taken down a couple of Georgia opponents in convincing fashion. Defense has not allowed a touchdown to the opposing offense yet. The only points have come on a field goal, safety, and a kickoff return. So they're looking very good so far. Hilton Head Christian Academy has picked up where they left off. Skeeza 2A champs last year. They're 2-0 and looking very good on both sides of the ball as well. And Hilton Head Prep 2-0 for the first time since 2011.
How about that?
They've got themselves a kicker. They won 6-0 on Friday. Had 2 long field goals from Trevor Weldon. And then Thomas Hayward, I think you've got to mention as well.
Sure.
Just because the Skeeza 1A champs 3 years running, they went on the road to Battery Creek, a Class 3A program, and beat them 44-3. So really some impressive performances here early in the season from some of these teams.
Yeah, and maybe coming from a little bit different parts of the team than we're used to. You mentioned Buford's defense. Bryce Librand's an offensive guy.
Yeah, and they're good on offense. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyler Haley is very good.
Sure.
He had a big game against Effingham County. They've got a great running back, Amari Morris, plenty of weapons over there. But the defense is really stealing the show so far. Big Eamon Smalls is just incredible. Alvin Wilson's been outstanding. Daryl DePass. They've got so many good players on that defense. It's going to carry them a long way. But at some point, they're going to have to go against May Rivers' offense. And May Rivers 2-0 as well. And their quarterback has only rushed for 367 yards in 2 games. So, and 7 touchdowns. That's Garvin Douglas. We've got some great players around here. And like you said, we haven't even seen Hilton Head High yet.
Yeah, let's talk about them.
Yeah, they missed their opener, had a few players quarantined and postponed that, and then they weren't scheduled to play this past week. So they're still waiting to play their opener. They're supposed to go to Lower Richland on Friday, and it looks like they could have an exciting team. I mean, we don't know until we see them on the field, but BJ Payne's excited about them. They've got Jalen Sneed, who's one of the top recruits in the country, already committed to Notre Dame over there to anchor the defense. And they've got some weapons on both sides of the ball, and BJ Payne does a great job of coaching them up.
Yep. I'm looking forward, I think we all are, to watching them play here soon. You mentioned May River and their new quarterback, that they have survived succeeding Ahmad Green.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't really sure what to expect. We knew that Garvin Douglas was a great athlete. Yeah. We've seen him on the basketball court. We've heard his name for years now as an athlete who was coming up. But, Ahmad was a 4-year starter and just an incredible player, Mr. Football finalist. So, you expect them to take a step back, especially with some turnover on the offensive line. But they hit the ground running. They've beaten 2 good teams in Orangeburg, Wilkinson, and Hartsville. And the offense has looked tremendous. They'll rotate about 3 or 4 backs through the backfield, keep fresh legs out there. Jayon Allen, a guy who came over from Battery Creek, is looking good. Jaden Jones and Cam Scott were their primary backs last year, and they're back as well. And then Darian Perry is also a hard runner who gets some extra yards. So, they haven't had to throw it much. I'm not sure they will have to throw it much. Just enough to keep teams honest because they're running the ball extremely well.
All right. Again, the best place for local sports information these days in this new media environment is locosports.com. Go visit them, give them some support. Justin Jarrett, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks, Bob.
We also want to thank Dr. Narendra Sharma, Alan Jordan, Jerome Singleton for helping us make us smarter, and thanks to you for checking us out on the Hilton Head News. We'll be checking you out around our island home this week.